Did you know in 2012, more than one-third of children and adolescents in the United States were considered to be obese and or overweight? According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the obesity for 12 to 19-year-olds raised from 5% in 1980 to nearly 21% in 2012. Today I'm going to talk to you about childhood obesity. I will discuss what it is, cover some statistics, and give information about how to prevent or control this rising epidemic. I'm incredible in this area because I have taken many nutritional classes, and as an athlete, I am aware of the importance of proper nutrition. According to the Mayo Clinic, childhood obesity is a serious medical condition that affects children and adolescents. Not all children carry the extra pounds are obese. Kids have varying amounts of body fat at different stages of development, so they may seem overweight or obese, but when they have their vertical growth spurt, they do not seem so overweight. If a child is overweight, they have excess body weight or their height from fat, muscle, bone, water, or a combination of all. If a child is obese, they have the excess body fat. To determine if a child is overweight or obese, a doctor will check the child's body mass index, or BMI. The BMI will compare the growth charts such as this one for children at the same age and sex. If the BMI is between 85 and 95% for age and sex, a child is considered to be overweight and at risk for being obese. But if the BMI is above 95%, the child is considered to be obese. According to the website obesity.org, which was created by the Children's Eating Laboratory at Pennsylvania State University, there are many physical, social, and emotional complications associated with childhood obesity. Physical complications include type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, asthma, sleep disorder, and they're at high risk for bone and joint disorder. The social and emotional complications are low self-esteem, body image, behavior and learning problems, and they can be subject to bullying. As I mentioned earlier, more than one-third kids in the United States are overweight or obese. According to one study done by Children's Eating Laboratory, indicates that there are high incidence of child obesity among certain populations, including Hispanics, African Americans, Mexican Americans, and Native Americans. Factors that increase the risk for being obese include diet, lack of exercise, family factors, psychological factors, and socioeconomic status. Diet is what a child is or isn't eating. High-calorie foods such as fast food, baked goods, soda, and candy will cause anyone to gain weight. Not saying that kids shouldn't be allowed to have sweets every now and then, but it's important that they are eating the suggested foods and in appropriate portions from each of the 5 food groups, including fruits, vegetables, grains, proteins, and dairy to get the needed nutritions. Children who are sedentary are likely to gain weight because they are not burning calories. It is suggested that children and adolescents are physically active for at least 60 minutes every day. Family factors have a tremendous impact on child obesity. If a child comes from a family of overweight adults, he or she will be more likely to be overweight as well, especially if they have high-calorie foods available and physical activity is not encouraged. Psychological factors that contribute to childhood obesity can range from kids that are eating too much because of a stressor in their life, or they're just simply eating because they're bored. Socioeconomic reasons that lead to childhood obesity can be lack of access to supermarkets, or they're by supermarkets, so they just go buy the pre-made foods that hold a lot of unhealthy preservatives. So what can be done to help combat childhood obesity? A report done by CBS News in November of 2010 states that only 12 out of 3,000 possible fast food kids meals combinations met the nutritional guidelines for the preschoolers. As you can see in this nutrition graph from McDonald's, a Happy Meal with 4 chicken nuggets, small fries, and an 8-ounce jug of chocolate milk is 580 calories, whereas the same meal with apples instead of fries is only 460 calories. Along with McDonald's, Burger King said that they would only advertise their healthier options, but if parents do not specifically say that they want to substitute apples instead of fries or milk instead of soda, the fries and soda would be put into the meal. So it's really up to the parents and teachers and others that are taking care of kids to be educated and responsible for their child's health. Try to limit the amount of fast food kids eat. When grocery shopping, buy healthy foods. If possible, plant a garden with your child. That in itself is physical activity, and the result is healthy food. Also, be sure kids are getting the adequate physical activity. Remember, kids should be active for at least 1 hour every day. Take kids on a bike ride or go for a walk, and limit the amount of screen time. In 1994, Nike started a program called Play, which stands for Participate in the Lives of America's Youth. Its goal was to give underprivileged kids the opportunity to participate in sports and fitness activities. Nike trained college students to use their love of the sport and contribute to the athletic personal development of the kids. While I haven't been involved specifically with this project, I have had the opportunity to volunteer my time in the elementary classrooms and coach youth sports. As a high school and college student, you can have a tremendous impact on the kids, encouraging them and making good decisions and about their eating habits. And then in one way, you can help fight child obesity as well. In review, with 1/3 children from the United States being overweight or obese, child obesity is becoming an epidemic. There are many factors that lead to childhood obesity and many things that can help curb it. I challenge you to volunteer to get involved and help fight childhood obesity.